For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Nick Ingram is suing Jim McKinley in the amount of $300. Mr. Ingram claims Mr. McKinley used his name and likeness to promote a comedy show and says the defendant refused to pay him what he's owed.
Okay, Mr. Ingram, you are suing your manager for $300? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm suing this shiesty dude over here for $300 because...
You're a shiesty dude.
Very shiesty.
Okay, why? Why is he shiesty?
He booked me for...
I haven't heard that word in so long, but okay.
Very common
so tell me,
nowadays,
why is he
but
shiesty?
He booked me for a show.
You're a comedian.
Yes.
And you are a manager of comedians.
Yes.
I understand you have your own nightclub?
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
perfect. So how long did you guys work together?
For about 2 years.
Any problems with him before this issue that we're going to find out?
Nah, he was...
Did he always keep his word?
Until now, yeah.
So he always kept his word, he got you gigs, you had a good working relationship. What was the percentage that he took if he booked you a gig?
15%.
Okay, that's reasonable. So then what happened?
So, Your Honor, this man booked me for a show, used me as promotion on the flyers, as you can see here. It's the main face on the flyer, and didn't charge him no extra, charged him pretty much the same rate that we were going for, $400. I did radio. I was a big radio personality in my city, and I had a really big Instagram following. He liked the Instagram following I had. They were very active, and he thought it would be good to put my face on the front because of the following that I do have.
Okay, and did you agree to that?
Yeah.
And you were fine with it?
Of course.
How many times did he use your face on flyers?
This right here is the first time, actually, but...
But you gave him permission to do it?
I gave him permission to do it.
And you said usually when you did gigs for $400, explain.
Okay, so we have a set agreement, non-contract or verbal agreement that anytime I do a show for him, for his show, he would give me $400.
Okay, so every time you do a show, it's $400. What did you have to do for $400?
He would call me to host the show, and then I would go on, do my set, and I would get paid.
Okay, so not only would you host, you would at the same time do a few jokes here and there.
Exactly.
So you were like the headlining host.
Yes.
All right, so explain the hosting duties. What did he have to do for how long, how many hours?
So my standard shows run for about 3 hours, and his job was to be a host for 2. And he does do jokes a little bit, excite the crowd. I'm a promoter, so I like somebody with good energy, such as his. So that's why I had him as a promoter, 2 hours. I told him, since you're dealing with all these people in Hollywood and they're taking advantage of you, why don't you charge people who are close friends or people that you know $400 for your fees to show up? So anytime you're doing a gig or hosting or anything of that nature, $400.
Okay. All right. So he had hosted for you previously and you paid him $400?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened this time? What was different about this time?
Okay, so what happened this time is I reached out to him and I said, hey, Nick, can you host my comedy show? It's going to be a big event. There's 450 people. I was having 4 comedians there. I always promote my shows 3 months before the show.
In advance?
Yes.
Did you know this, Mr. Ingram, that he promotes his shows 3 months in advance?
Yes.
Okay, so you knew that. So this time when he used your face on the flyer, you're okay with it?
Of course, I was okay with it.
All right. Okay, and then what happened?
So what happened is 2 months before the event, Nick lost his job. He called me and told me I'm not on the radio anymore. He got fired from his radio show. So, I encouraged him. It sucks, It really sucks losing your job. So I encouraged him. I said, keep your head up. Don't worry about it. A month prior to the show, he had another arrangement, a potential arrangement with a corporate event. that he was planning to do.
So you had another job. You lost your job. I'm sorry to hear that. But then what happened with this corporate opportunity?
Yes, I got the corporate opportunity, and it was paying way more than what the gig that he was hosting.
How much was he paying? How much was it paying you?
$1,500.
Wow. Was it on
Yeah.
the same day?
It was around the same time frame, and I didn't know whether or not I was going to make it or not.
Oh.
Coming up on Justice for All.
It's a month out from the show. You know, I already have the flyers with him on it, so people are expecting him to host. So that put me in a bind.
Yep. So you breached the contract.
And later,
It fell out of our hands during the tussle, during the fight.
You did not throw the phone?
No.
Okay.
That's not true.
So
Your Honor,
why
I did
are we
not throw
suing her then, Mr. Castro?
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Nick Ingram, who is suing Jim McKinley for breach of contract.
Was it in the same city, same town?
Like about a two-hour drive, 3 hours
that's really
with
far.
traffic.
Okay. So then, did you tell him you were not going to be able to perform in the already agreed show that he advertised 3 months before?
Yes. I told
Okay.
him I wouldn't be able to perform.
All right. So,
He told me there was a possibility that he wasn't going to be able to perform.
possibility.
Yeah. So he said, I have another arrangement, I have 2 hours away, and I may not be able to make it. So that left me scrambling to try to find someone else to cover for him last minute. It's a month out from the show. I already have the flyers with him on it, so people are expecting him to host. So that put me in a bind.
Yep. So you breached the contract.
Well, I didn't host,
But you breached the contract because you got another job. You had an agreement with the defendant to go host his comedy show for 2 hours. He was going to pay you $400. You got another gig that was 2 hours away for $1,500. You told him you would not be able to perform as a host. So you breached the contract.
yes, Your Honor. But
So then why are you suing him for $300 if you breached the contract? You said the agreement was that when you hosted one of his comedy shows, it's $400 for 2 hours. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Was there a
Papa-
separate agreement for using the likeness of his image?
No, there was not, Your Honor.
And this was the first time you used his image on the flyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
um,
So then what happened? You didn't perform.
I performed.
Oh,
I
you did
performed my
perform.
set. I showed up, performed my set.
How late did he show up?
He did show up, he did perform, but he did not host. And that's the issue here, is that he wanted $400 for something he did not do. He did not host.
Oh, so how long was he on stage for?
He was on stage for about 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes?
Yeah.
And did you just allow him to come in and perform for 10 to 15 minutes, even though you knew he wasn't going to be the host? You
Yes,
okay with
yeah,
that?
because what happened is that I already had spent the money that I had planned for him on someone else, and to get other things in the venue ready,
Got it.
drinks,
Got it.
things of that nature. So I didn't have the $400 to pay him anymore.
Well, you didn't
and-
have to pay him $400 because he breached the contract.
Right.
So
Right.
you still let him perform. How much did you pay him?
I paid him $100 because
Why?
that's
Why? For
that's
10,
what
15
I pay.
minutes?
Yeah, well, yeah, because that's what I pay comedians. That's the rate for comedians. So I paid him $100. I actually paid him a bit more because normally comedians will make $20 to $50 at my show, but since this is somebody I had a good relationship
Okay,
with,
that
paid him
makes
$100. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I don't see the problem, Mr. Ingram.
The problem is I didn't get paid the verbal agreement amount.
But your verbal agreement changed because you breached the contract. You went up to the defendant and said, I have another gig on the same day, 2 nights away. I need to take this gig because it pays me a lot of money. I lost my job. So you were giving him advance notice. I will not be performing, AKA I'm going to breach our agreement because I'm going to go do the corporate gig for $1,500. So you failed to perform. You breached the contract. But then he allowed you to come back, so he accepted your breach. He allowed you to come back and just perform as a comedian for 10, 15 minutes. And he paid you for that, for what you performed.
Yes.
So you're square. A contract is a contract, and when you change the terms and you both agree to change the terms, then it still remains a contract. It's called an amended contract, despite it being verbal.
I mean, how I feel about it, I was the face on it. I have all the Instagram followers that he needed. He used me for promotion, and I feel like I deserve, not deserve,
But here's the thing. You're the one who said, I cannot perform. I don't want to perform because I have a better offer.
And he's not on the radio anymore. So
It doesn't matter. He still has a reputation, right? Do you understand, Mr. Ingram?
I understand.
I know
but
you don't like it, but you understand.
I understand.
Okay. All right, a joke? Something? Make my
This
day?
is a joke right here.
This is a joke? This is a joke? This is a joke.
This $300 was about to pay my rent, so
Okay. So it's not the fact that a legal claim and the court's decision is a joke. It's a joke because you need $300.
it's a joke to be in this situation.
Mr. Ingram, I didn't disrespect you when you came into this courtroom, and I knew it was not a winning case because you admitted in your facts. The fact that you need money and you sued somebody who didn't like the outcome, you got to grow up. Okay? Did you take 15% of that $1,500 he made?
no, that was something he got on his own. I didn't broker that deal.
All right. Okay. So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim for $300, and I will rule in favor for the defendant. Good luck, gentlemen.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Told you not to come here, try to sue me for $300, made yourself look like a fool in front of everyone.
Man, bro, you know I really needed that money.
It's too bad, didn't know.
Coming up on Justice for All.
It was a GPS tracker. It was something that I felt was necessary at the time when he wasn't coming home.
I just wanted to be present with my friends. What do you mean?
You put a tracker in his car?
I did.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Adrian Castro is suing Julia Allen in the amount of $729.99. Mr. Castro claims his girlfriend was so possessive she put a tracker on his car and says the defendant broke his phone after she accused him of cheating.
Okay, Mr. Castro, you are suing Miss Allen for breaking your phone.
That is correct.
Completely breaking your phone, so you had to replace it for $729.99.
Yes.
Okay? Miss Allen, how did you break Mr. Castro's phone?
The phone was broken in a scuffle. We were tussling.
A scuffle?
Tussling over the phone.
Okay.
It fell out of our hands during the tussle, during the fight.
Okay. So you did not throw the phone?
No.
Okay.
That's not true.
So
Your Honor,
why
I did
are we
not throw the
suing her then, Mr. Castro?
Because she did throw the phone.
Okay, explain.
Okay. So this absolutely gorgeous woman and I met a year ago. Okay. We had a loving relationship. Everything moved really quick. After 4 months, her and I moved in together.
Mistake
Okay.
number one.
I'd say so.
After that, she started, everything changed. She started accusing me of cheating. Any single time that I commented on another woman's social media, she would get angry and jealous. She put a tracker inside my gas tank on my car, and then I found it when I was pumping gas.
You put a tracker in his car?
Yeah.
Wait. Really?
Your Honor, there is a reason why.
No. You
Yes,
put a
I did.
tracker in
Yes,
his
I did.
car?
Yes, I did.
What kind of tracker?
It was a GPS tracker. It was something that I felt was necessary at the time when he wasn't coming home.
I just wanted to be present with my friends. What do you mean?
You put a tracker in his car?
I did.
Coming up,
When I went to open his phone, I found nude photos from
Of
a
who?
girl that he'd been texting that we both know.
Oh.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Adrian Castro, who is suing Julia Allen for property damage.
That's a new one.
It's not new to me.
I have not heard that one.
I was worried about him.
That's not being worried about him. That's being possessive over him. Mistake number 2.
The reason for the tracker is because he's a serial cheater. Ever since he moved into the apartment with me.
Wait, did you catch me physically cheating one time?
All right, I do not have time for...
Your Honor, I was having a nice get-together, a game night at my apartment, and then I was in my room freshening up, and I heard his phone buzz, 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 buzz. When I went to open his phone, I found nude photos from a girl that he'd been texting that we both know.
Oh, so you decided to continue the relationship despite the fact that you knew he was or could have been or may have been with different girls?
Yes. Can I put on the record, I regret that decision.
Oh, wow. All right, so anything else you guys want to say? Anything relevant you want to say?
Can I please call my witness?
In a minute, she can stand. Anything else you want to say, Mr.
Yes,
Castro?
Your Honor, for context, in regards to the nude photos, part of the relationship that her and I had, that we had built upon, is that we'd watch porn together. We'd chat OnlyFans girls together. We had a very promiscuous type relationship like that. And like, I'm sorry to bring this out.
Together, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Not separately apart with a mutual friend I had no idea about.
But it's just flirting at that
all
point. It's like, I get that,
So,
I understand that.
Miss Smith, you're here. What is it that you need to say?
Hello, Your Honor. I am Rachel Smith. I am her witness, and I was there. What happened to the phone was that she came out of the room upset, and he rushes to her trying to take the phone away from her. Trying to take the phone
Did
away.
he physically grab the phone?
He grabbed her wrist, he tried to take it from her, and he wasn't asking nicely. He wasn't doing that.
So they both had the phone. They were both holding on to each other and had the phone.
She's also not telling you how drunk she was that night. But
Oh, and that's his excuse
All right,
always.
you are such a good talker, I'm telling you.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
So I have in front of me a case, basically negligence, right? He's claiming you had physical possession of his phone, that you acted unreasonably and through the phone, right? That's what we have to prove. But Mr. Castro, you have not proven that she was the only one who physically had possession of the phone at the time the phone was broken. I believe that you were also negligent in the fact of grabbing it from her, and you both somehow in your desperate childhood type of fit decided to tussle with each other like children, and the phone broke. So that means you're both culpable for the phone breaking. Therefore, based on the evidence, I will not grant you the full $729.99. I will grant you $350. So based on the evidence, Ms. Allen, you will reimburse the plaintiff $350. That should cover at least half of the new phone, okay? Good luck next time. Please think twice before you get into any type of relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $350.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's nice that I got my $350. You know very well that you were the one who threw the phone.
Thank you for the relationship. It was a learning experience.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.